Hey everybody, good afternoon. Happy Friday. It is Friday. Thank you for whoever watched the last video. I did manage to post a little clip and YouTube did not copyright stamp me, so that was good because you really can't hear any other music in the background on that video. You know, I tried to talk as loud as I can. What I should invest in is a little microphone like everybody else does, you know, like the guys on the evening news. Anyway, I'm sitting here now today at my mall in front of my Be Kind sign. You know that I love the Be Kind sign. And having an Arizona iced tea, the green tea with ginseng and honey. I absolutely love this. And they're still $1.25. They're no longer 99 cents. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to post the rest of the videos. I probably will have to do a voiceover on those. I try to do it with the iMovie, and the iMovie does the voiceover for me, but what happens is that you're still hearing the underlayer, so there is no way of me cutting out the original voices so that I can do the voiceover. Somebody also suggested TikTok. Thank you so much for suggesting that. I'll probably have, maybe I could put the video through TikTok and do it. I don't know. I will try. But I'm very proud of the videos that I shot, and I did use iMovie to clip together the World's Fair information, and I'm very proud of that. I really am. My husband even, he says, can I watch it? I said, yeah, sure. Now, I want to thank my husband also for being on camera, because this is like a very big thing, because he's never on camera. He doesn't care for doing that, but for the World's Fair and stuff, he really was into it, and I appreciated that. You know, I didn't ask him specially, you know, if I talk to you on camera, you gotta talk. I never said any of those things. You know, I took it natural, so I'm pretty proud of that. Yeah. Where do I start? Oh, holy smokes! This is the day after July 4th. I did not really have a lot of fireworks in my area. I heard a hell of a lot of noise, that's for sure. A lot of banging, booming, yeah. But when I went out on my terrace last year, I was able to see because they were up in the sky, and I would have filmed something for you. However, that wasn't the case. Everything was low and kept behind the buildings and houses. So all I did was see the sky light a little, but I didn't see any other fireworks. But it made a hell of a lot of racket. They stopped here last night at about 10:15, which is probably the law around here, which is good, you know, because people did have to get up and go to work the next day. My husband actually worked yesterday on 4th of July as well, but he is off of his mini-cation right now. The next little mini-cation would be September, which would have been the Disney trip, yada, yada, yada. Of course, we're not going. Listen, with all the crap that is going on down there, and yeah, I cannot pass this video up and not say anything. So if nobody, you know, if everybody just doesn't care for it, that's fine. You can pass it up, do whatever you have to do. However, I need to speak about this because this is an absolute outrage. We've known it from the beginning already. However, with that being said, there is a lot of crap going on down there. That place is really messed up. Now, yesterday for July 4th, if you think it was crowded, if you think it was not. It was not, okay? The opening day of Tiana. Let's shoot back to that because I have been missing a lot. Don't think that I don't know about it. I have been keeping up. Also, with my husband being on that little cation, the little mini-cation, he was actually watching the videos with me. He did get more of a sense. Now he really is learning more about it. You know, he has his say-sos on it as well. I mean, is he in shock? Yeah. Is he hurt? Yeah. Does he still miss it? Yes, he does. He had specified all three things. Okay. But you see the crap that is going on down there. Me, I'll be honest with you, and I even told him this to his face. I said, listen, I can't even fake being happy and pretending that I'm happy to overlook what is actually going on down there. I just can't do it. I cannot do it. I cannot be fake. I'm sorry, I can't do it. Not that my husband is. My husband's not fake either, but his heart, he's wearing it more and more on his sleeve. He always did anyway. You know, some men are sensitive people, and you know, he takes it to heart. He really does. But me, I get more angry. I says, I see you sad, but for more people that are actually sad about it, I'm actually getting angry over it, and I don't like any bit of it. I don't like any part of it, and I'm not going to put up with anything of it. I'm just not. I can't do it. So I can't even pretend to like it. Okay. Lots of things, folks. I know I already said that, but There is controversy that go on. People within the company are talking, and these are people in the higher up offices. These are people from HR up, within the Disney company walls, okay? We've heard so far from a vice president, which guaranteed now he doesn't even have a job anymore. And then there was another person that works. So I'm watching videos right now of a man, his last name is O'Keefe. I swear to you, I think I've said this before, but I would love to shake Mr. O'Keefe's hand, and thank you so much for bringing this hardcore information out. People are speaking up. People within the company are speaking up. Hey, listen, you got to make a point somehow. If it means sacrificing, God forbid you lose your job, then you know that this freaking company was no good to begin with. You understand? Get that through your heads. Working for them and being a fan of them are two different things, okay? I've said it myself, all right? I'm still angry from 2002. You guys know this. You guys know this already. So without that being said, I listen to everybody else's stories, and I feel sad for that. I feel sad for that. Now, for them to just leave a company, or actually the company says, hey, listen, you know, we know that you talked. They seem to have a lot of control over a lot of things, especially people that work there. Hey, listen, a job is a job, okay? You do your job, you're a higher up to the best of your ability. If they don't like what you said, of course you're out on your ass. That's basically what it is. So what is that telling you now about this company? I don't want to hear about, oh, well, you know, it happens at every other company. I understand that. But this one is so in the mainstream. This is so high end. You have to understand that this is not normal for what they are doing. And this is not the way to treat people. Okay? Now, I have posted some things on my community page on YouTube. You saw them. You saw the deal. You know, watch the video. See it for yourself. There is no lying. There is no sugarcoating. I put it out there. I'm sharing it with you because maybe you guys don't watch the same news things, or maybe you don't see it as much as I do. This is the stuff that interests me. This is the stuff that makes me determine what I am going to do from sitting here this year to going down there next year. Okay? So my husband and I have been having little conversations about this as time goes on, okay? What does the future hold for us next year with Disney? I have no idea. I cannot think about that. But I'm going to tell you something right now. You better damn well believe that I am so thrilled, and I am very happy and content with canceling this year's trip, just from seeing all the crap that's going on. And folks, it's only getting worse. I've seen people, excuse my language please for today, because I am in one of those foul moods, but a happy foul mood. But people are going batshit over losing a waffle down there, a waffle treat that's down there. People went absolutely crazy because they stopped bringing the waffle treat. It's a meal on the waffle. Hey, listen, get over it, okay? You see what this company is doing. They're taking things from people little by little, okay? And if it's so much to be a waffle, if it hits you where you live on that, so be it, okay? So then you took the waffle away from you. You got to deal with it. The lightning lane passes, I don't even know where to begin. You need at least 2 years of engineering and management in order to figure out how the hell to do the lightning lane, the single lightning lane. By the way, you guys know that Genie Plus is now out. You know, Genie Plus is out, but it's only out to a certain extent because you're still not getting nothing for nothing. You still have to pay. So what does that do, okay? They're going to get you one way or another. They ain't getting me because I ain't going. So I am very happy about that. I'm very ecstatic. I am very content in my decision. My husband now understands this for this year. He does. He agrees with that. Like I said, what next year is going to hold, I have no idea. Let's just get to it as it happens. I'll find out probably in January what we would be doing next year. Universal Studios was mentioned. We do not know the first thing of how to go about it. We were doing, for the 30 years of our Disney trip, we were planning our own Disney trip. A family member started for us in the early 90s when we first started going in 94. But as the years went on, my husband and myself, we took over, we were doing it. So we were planning our own trips. You know, it's just, I don't know the first thing about Universal. I don't know how to go about it. Do I call up Universal and say, hey, listen, you know, I'd like to plan a trip, yada, yada. I'm going to be doing more research. I'm going to be going online. I'm going to be reading things. I have been watching the YouTube channels of Universal. The Epic Universe looks just that, epic. They picked the right word. Universal, I commend you for that. I congratulate you. I really hope for the best for you. I really do. And you guys are going to nail it. You're already nailing it with just a little bit of the videos of which we are seeing now. It's unbelievable. So going on with all that. And then back to the crap that you see of our beloved Disney company. Okay, it's not so much of the outside, it's not so much of the people, it is what is going on inside the walls, as I said. Okay, I'm going to leave that right there. I'm going to leave that right there on the table. Okay, it is unbelievable. It you know what, I should not say it's unbelievable, because I had that feeling for years. Something within something is going, something under the carpet, people being swept under the carpet. But it's now how people are being treated within the company. Okay, if you don't abide by certain rules, you're out. You're only going to make it to a certain tier in that company. You're out. They're looking for certain people. They are looking for certain, I mean, let's just face it. Let's just face what it is. They're looking for certain religions. They're looking for certain backgrounds. They're looking for certain ethnics, if I'm even saying that right, ethnic backgrounds. They're looking for all this. This all comes into play. That is horrible. That is horrible. Absolutely horrible what they're doing. And I dare I say it, but I don't care. I just said it. It is horrible. They ought to really be ashamed of themselves, really. Moving on from that, it is pretty much of a nice day. It's very hot and hazy out here. While on vacation, my husband and I managed to make it to the pool. Like I said, he always had a rough time at it going to the pool around this time, because he's never really on vacation. But I'm glad he took this week, last week, to do it. So we hit the pool a few times. He's got some little nice color on him, so do I. It was just nice. Today is hot and hazy. It would have been a perfect day for the pool. I'll probably be making it in by myself on the weekend at some point, and that's fine. But I want to get in some pool time with that too. Take my noodle, my little headphones, and just my little bottle of water, and off I go. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I know I spoke a lot, but hey, I am on a roll with this. This is my forte. This is my forte, and you're getting it to me. I'm giving it to you honest. I'm looking at you. Let me just say for yesterday, let's just do this, because I was going to save this for another. I'm just going to do it. 4th of July was yesterday, obviously. 2 of my friends went down for 4th of July. Okay, 4th of July was a bust. What I'm going to say has nothing to do with anybody. It is not to insult anybody. It is just stating the facts as calling it what it is. Okay? Certain things are more celebrated than others. Disneyland celebrated, Disney World also. Disneyland, Disney World celebrated all month of Pride, and that's wonderful. Absolutely. A lot of people, there are a lot of different opinions on that, but I have a lot of people that I know that are Pride enthused. They are Pride related, and I'm connected with them with that as well. They are my friends. I have some certain family members which aren't really blood related, but I grew up with them, so they are my family as well. And celebrating Pride is wonderful. However, Disney does it in such a weird friggin' way, it's not even funny. So the whole Pride month, they had the Pride celebration in Disneyland, and that was nice. They had Pride night. Okay, everybody celebrated that. The parks were shut down for that reason. However, usually within a month or within a few weeks, it usually gets decorated for 4th of July celebration and our patriotism and patriotic celebration. However, this year didn't happen that way. My friend is now down in Disneyland going, what the hell happened? What the hell happened? I says, what's the matter? She says, Maureen. So she sent me pictures. There really isn't any decorations for 4th of July celebration, the red, white, and blue banners and all that other patriotism and patriotic. Nothing is really down there. I saw a video of her, what she shot. I saw 2 videos. I also saw the video of WDWNT, which is Walt Disney World News Today. I very heavily watch them. I like Tom. I swear by them as well. I really enjoy their videos. I enjoy their information. However, their fireworks show in Disneyland, to me, sucked. Walt Disney was all about America. He was all about the Americana, the American life, American dream. He gave us the American dream. He made his American dreams come true for us. Okay? He gave us today of what we have because of him. We all know this. However, last night was a total friggin' sham, because what I seen, I went, oh, you gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. So my friend says, well, that's just a snippet. She just sent me a snippet of it. It was nothing worth bragging about. Now, our Disney World here had a much bigger celebration, obviously. Okay. They also did Pride Month, but they put it out a little bit better with the celebration. And they had better fireworks. They totally had a better fireworks show than what Disneyland had. It's just terrible how I could even compare the two. Now, let's go back to Tiana, which was the opening day of Tiana, which was last week. God help us. 2 of my friends went down there. Neither one of them got a chance to ride the opening on opening day. The merchandise. Let's talk about merchandise, people. Merchandise. If you like it, that's fine. I don't like it. I wouldn't take a Tiana's Bayou Adventure lounge flight bag if you gave it to me for free. For the people that are looking, that know me for years, do not even start with me. Okay? If you have something to say, call me up and say it, and I will tell you my answer on the phone. All right? The merchandise is not even flying off the friggin' shelves, folks. When my friend filmed and went into, part of it was done at the Emporium, and then they had a certain area that would sell the merchandise for Tiana at Tiana, the Critter Co-op. It's called Critter Co-op. The special store down there for Tiana for the ride. And nothing was flying off the shelves. There were a friggin' load of bags, loads of everything. There was nothing. I mean, people, and they also, I believe, not even had a virtual queue. I think they had a virtual queue online for that. I want to say they did for the merchandise. If anybody knows out there, please correct me. Even if my friend knows, and she's going to call me later and yell at me about this, but yeah, let me know, because I thought there was kind of a virtual queue just for the merchandise. I know there was a special line for that merchandise. Listen, folks, it was not flying off the shelves. Not like the usual lounge flight bags. Everybody, you know, like let me go back. You know the Starbucks cups for the 100th anniversary of Disney? You know, the 100th anniversary, I'm sorry, not the 100th, but the 50th anniversary of Disney World, of Magic Kingdom. You remember how the Starbucks blue cups were flying off the shelves? I was very lucky to have one because my friend purchased it for me. Do you remember that? I cried when I got that cup. But the cups were flying off the shelves that day. Nothing compared to that day, to this day for Tiana's opening. Nothing happened as far as that's concerned. Bags is still hanging, merchandise is still hanging. I don't know who the hell is going to buy the hot sauce, but there's hot sauce there. My friend says I'm not going near it, but that's another thing. So I just give you that. I just leave that for you. The merchandise is not selling. I mean, opening day, the ride wasn't working. There were rides. The ride was at least out 3 or 4 hours at a pop. It was ridiculous. Okay. People had not a standby line, because they weren't doing standbys, they were just doing the virtual queue. People were being told to come back, but then my friend, twice, her boarding pass was paused. You know, they're doing that new boarding pass now pause, because, you know, when the damn ride ain't working, that's what they got to tell you. I mean, I commend them on that, to at least let you know, instead of running up to the ride thinking you're going to ride it and then they have to turn you down at the gate. I understand that. So the boarding pass pause, that's pretty good. I'll give you that. I mean, I'm going to give you a little credit where little credit is due, and that means very little credit, okay? But it is totally ridiculous. So that was it between the Tiana's opening, and my other friend left in the parking lot. By that time, her boarding pass came. She says, you know what? It's hot out here. I waited. I'm not going back. One of my friends literally did not go back. So, you know what? It really wasn't worth it for that. God help them. Hopefully this thing dies down. I have no idea, but I know now the ride ain't working. Somebody had mentioned about the water. The water was mentioned, because why does the water have to be friggin' drained every time? Think about that. It's got to be a plumbing problem. I mean, you knew about the damn plumbing problem from Splash Mountain. Why didn't you do something to fix it while you were creating this god-awful ride? I think Tiana deserved a much better outcome. I think Tiana deserved a much better opening and a much better ride, and as a matter of fact, her own built-in ride. I think she should have had that. Unbelievable, folks. All right, I'm gonna leave you here. Thank you so much for watching now. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and listening to my rants. It's been a while. But, you know, when my husband was on his little vacation, I wanted to spend a lot of time with him. We had a good time. We really did. We really did. At those malls and the World's Fair grounds. I mean, we frequent that place a lot. And I also went to see my dad. It's his 30th anniversary of passing on, and my husband and I went to see that, and we, you know, went to the gravesite. And I was thinking to myself, like, all the people that were here the day of laying my father to rest, and many of those people, there's like 9 people that are no longer here as well within those 30 years. So it's just things that I think of. It's just me. All right, folks, happy Friday. Have a blessed, safe Friday. I will talk to you soon. Stay cool. Stay cool. I have not put my air conditioner on yet. I'm on a roll. I really don't need it at night. I really don't. I'm happy with the house fan. It's a little fan. I know at some point we're gonna have to switch it on, but I'm prepared. All right, people, take care. God bless you. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.